Hi friends, it's Pastor Lee here to greet you and say how excited I am to be seeing some of you this coming Sunday as we open the building for in-person worship. If you do not feel comfortable coming to in-person worship in the sanctuary, that is totally fine. Please do not feel compelled to come. If you are experiencing any illness symptoms, if you are more comfortable being at home, you are invited to be there, and we will live stream just like we have been. But if you are coming to the sanctuary, we do have some instructions. And so I'm going to walk you through the building to let you know what it may look like when you show up on Sunday. So let me put my mask on and I will show you around. As you enter into the building, you will see these signs, and they are placed all throughout the church. Social distancing in effect. Please stay 6 feet apart, and please wear a face mask or covering. We do ask that you wear a face mask or covering for the entire time that you are in the building. This means covering both your nose and your mouth. We also ask that you stay at least 6 feet apart from anyone who is not in your immediate family or those you have not been in close contact with during the quarantine. And we're going to do our best to enforce this. So please follow these rules and it'll make it easier on everyone. This is for your safety and for the safety of all who will gather together, especially those who are high risk. As we enter into the building, there are stations at each entrance to the sanctuary. And first you will encounter a touchless hand sanitizer. Spread the love of Jesus, not germs. And we ask when you enter, you sanitize, just stick your hand under there. There we go. And get your hand gel. Let me rub this in. I'll be right back. Okay, I am all sanitized and ready to go. On the table here next to the hand sanitizer stations, you will find some spare masks. If you forget one, feel free to take one. These are cloth masks that are antimicrobial, and they can be washed up to 15 times before they need to be thrown away. So please, we have plenty. If you need one, take one and then take it home with you. Our offering plates are also located on the table, and you are invited to place your offering into the plates either before or after the service. We will not be taking an offering during the service. There are also the envelopes here that you would normally find in your pews. If you do not bring your own envelope, those are available for you. You will need to provide your own writing utensil though. And we have prayer resources for when you can't get to church. This is available to anybody who is worshiping at home. There are these stations at each of the main entrances to the sanctuary. There's one at each of the doors on 2nd Street. You can see it over there. And there's also one by the alley door. We do ask that you do not enter the sanctuary through the Brady Street door. And this is to ensure safe distance from our organist who will be playing. So please keep her safe. So you are invited to enter into the sanctuary through the back 2 doors on 2nd Street or the alley door. We ask that you make every effort to not congregate in groups, especially in spaces like this, where congregation often happens. If you see a person using this station, for example, feel free to step into the sanctuary, step back out into the vestibule, or pass around them. And this is for, again, your safety and the safety of all of our members here. If you normally enter through the Brady Street exit, that is just fine. It will be open on Sunday mornings for you. Please note that AA does use this entrance as well on Saturdays. On Sunday morning when you show up, there will be these orange cones blocking the way to downstairs. Again, we ask that all of our members stay upstairs as AA will be meeting downstairs on Saturday. There is also a hand sanitizer station right inside the Brady Street door for you. If you do enter on the Brady Street side, we ask that you do not enter the sanctuary on this side. You are instead invited to go down the hall and enter on the alley side. The only exception to lower level entry will be on the 2nd Street lower level door near the lift. If you need to use the lift, and this is normally how you enter, you are invited to do so. Again, there is a hand sanitizing station, and we ask that you immediately enter the lift and go upstairs. Looking out onto the pews, you can see that there are a lot of white dots. The white dots are where you are invited to sit. Please do not sit in a space that does not have a white dot. There are some single seats, there are couple seats, and there are sets of 3, 4, and 5 for larger families. We also have some seats in the overflow room that are spaced. There are a few up there, and there are a few in the balcony as well. We should have plenty of seating. We ask when you arrive, after you have visited the station with sanitizer, to go directly to a seat. We tried to accommodate as best we could where people normally sit. So please come in and sit down and enjoy Nancy's music. We will be taking pictures every week from this vantage point so that we know where everyone is sitting. These pictures will not be for public distribution. The only purpose for them will be to know who is in attendance in case we need them for contact tracing. If you do not want to have your picture taken, again, we invite you to continue to worship in the safety of your own home. There will be no fellowship hour for the foreseeable future, as 1, AA will be meeting downstairs, and 2, it is not safe to eat together yet, so the kitchen is closed. Please do not come down to make coffee. Also, please do not come downstairs to use the restrooms or the nursery or the choir room or anything downstairs. We want to make sure that we stay safe and that we also protect our community members who come for AA. So please, once again, stay on the upper level. Going along with the face mask restriction, we do ask that you do not bring any food or drink with you to worship unless it is medically necessary, so as not to have to remove your mask. Again, the kitchen will be closed. There will be no coffee available. I'm sorry. You are invited to drink it before you come, but please do not bring it into the building. You may have noticed, if you watched this past Sunday, that the sanctuary setup has changed a little bit. The pulpit has been moved to right underneath the cross, and that is because of our filming, so that we can get a good shot of the pulpit, and also to ensure distance from between me and Nancy. And also the liturgist lectern has been moved over to the choir loft. We will not have a choir for the foreseeable future, as singing is quite dangerous. And so our leadership team will be up front, nicely distanced and from one another and from the pews. During the worship service itself, there will be no singing and no corporate speaking for those who are in the sanctuary. We have removed all the hymnals from the pews, as well as writing utensils and envelopes. If you are at home and you would like to try singing the hymns, you are more than welcome to. But in the sanctuary, we ask that you do not join in the prayers or the hymns. The only exception is the Lord's Prayer, where we will do like we did at Worship Without Walls, and you are invited to say so quietly. We are in the process of contacting all of those who have signed up to provide flowers for worship, both those who missed Sundays over the summer as well as those who are coming up in the fall. If you have provided worship flowers for a Sunday, please note that the deacons will not be delivering flowers at least through the end of the year. So if you provide flowers, it is your responsibility to take them home and enjoy them yourself or to deliver them to someone else. We are also taking a hiatus on the acolyte role, so as not to cross paths with me. I'll be serving as acolyte for the foreseeable future, and hopefully we can get our children and youth back up here soon. You will notice that most of the items and the toys have been taken out of the playground. This is to ensure the safety of children and their families. If you do plan to bring a child to worship, we ask that they follow the same safety protocols as the grown-ups. masks are required for anyone over 2 years of age. And if you don't think your child will wear a mask, that's totally fine. You are invited to stay home and worship in the safety of your own home. If you bring a child with you and they need to step out of the sanctuary for whatever reason, you can take them either to the cry room, which is up here, or to the hall lounge. We ask you not to go into the nursery, as AA will be meeting downstairs on Saturdays, and we are asking everyone to stay upstairs on Sundays. At the end of the service, please remain seated until you are dismissed. We will have some folks who will be dismissing from the back up. And once you are dismissed, you will be directed to exit through a door. Now, if you need the lift, of course, you come use the lift. Or if you need to exit through the alley, that is okay. Everyone else, you'll be directed to one of the back doors. It may not be the door you normally exit out of, but that's okay. We ask that you do not stay and socialize. You are invited to do that at other times and in other ways. So there you have it, friends. Again, I'm looking forward to seeing you on Sunday and ask that you do follow all of our safety procedures. It'll be different. It won't be like normal, but it will be a blessed gathering nonetheless. So take care, stay well, stay healthy.